I'm Nature Guy X46, and this is Nature Guy X46 Presents, and today we're talking about a subject that is going to sting. If you are sensitive, or you get upset easily, this may not be the video that you want to watch today. Today we are talking about animal farms, and I want to go through a little disclaimer with you. I am not going to be addressing the type of farms that we get our meat from. I'm going to be talking about a totally different type of farm. I'm not a vegetarian, by the way, if I didn't already say that. I'm going to leave discussing why we shouldn't have other farms, or farms that we grow meat on, for other YouTubers to talk about. I want to talk to you today about other type of farms, i.e. fur farms and bear farms. Now, we're not going to be talking about the book by the title Animal Farm, so let's just get into today's topic. By the way, it's time for a break in the action. Time for a quick pause in the action. Just a quick reminder for you to subscribe if you haven't. Click the like button, leave me a comment, and share the video with someone in your family or your friend group. And now, back to your regular video. So, according to PETA, 85% of the fur industry comes from animals that are raised on farms. Now you might be, we don't use bear pelts. That's fine. I'm not necessarily talking about bears. But animals that are raised on fur farms are typically mink, foxes, raccoon dogs, rabbits, and chinchilla. Are all raised in cages where the focus usually isn't so much on the animal's welfare. Now, the methods used to kill these animals? Seemingly not very humane, though some people may argue that fact. I briefly went through and looked at the subject, and I have to say that I can't see where it's at all humane. So, there are countries where fur farms have been outlawed, and I want to applaud them. They are the UK, the Netherlands, Serbia, the Czech Republic, Norway, Belgium, and Romania have all stopped raising animals on farms just for their pelts. Now, in many cases, these animals live in small cages. Again, that may not be typical of every animal farm. But what is true is that over 40 million mink and fox pelts are produced every year in North America. Close to 6 million pelts are produced in North America. Sometimes we do use the manure for gardens. The meat, which is a byproduct of the industry, might be turned into animal food. Bones may get turned into bone meal, and other products such as mink oil. These farms add $250 million into the economy of the United States. Now, people claim that situations are better on these farms. I'm going to leave it to your imagination as to how we remove these pelts and how we unalive these animals. I'm not going to do that on my channel. I'm not going to discuss that on my channel. Because I would lose... Yeah, I would lose stuff, so I'm not gonna do that. Not that I would anyway, but today, we're also gonna talk about bear farms. And I have seen pictures of bear farms. Guys, it's not pretty. Not pretty at all. In China and in other countries, bears are farmed for their bile. So if you don't know, bile is produced for the body, pretty much for digestion. And it is used in Eastern medicine. There is no proof that this stuff actually works. There are more than 10,000 bears in these farms, and the bears that are usually used are moon bears, which I believe are the Asiatic black bears, sun bears, and brown bears. So brown bears, think of grizzlies, are raised on these farms where their bile is extracted. Now these bears are usually kept in cages that eventually get too small for them. Their bodies sort of... Yeah, it's not real pretty. Now they extract the chemical. They have to first extract the chemical, so I imagine there's some type of port put in. I'm guessing. Like a medical port. The bile is removed. A chemical is extracted from the bile, and it is used to treat liver conditions and inflammatory conditions. They are basically in cages for their entire life. Now, some countries have outlawed the capture of wild bears for their bile, and since you can't necessarily take it from the wild, they started farming bears. Now, in some cases, they will take babies from the wild and put them into the farms. Sorry, I'm sure that there are other types of farms that I can address, but I thought this was a good intro to the issue. You can do way more research on both of these topics. But it's time for me to say, see you in the next one.